If there's one thing every girl should work on, it is her confidence and her self-esteem. If you build this, you work on this, you realize your self-worth, you will be so powerful, you'll be so magnetic. Being confident for me means being healthy, being in good shape, looking good and everything. But also, I am very confident whenever I know that I'm able to express myself well, or I'm able to express my gifts well, or whenever I make other people feel good. Now, why is this important? This is important because your confidence, your self-esteem will affect the way you perform in life, the way you show up to the world. And as we know, we are all energies. So, this really, really matters. Kaya kapag may nagsasabi sa akin, when I get interviewed, or when I get asked what is the most important thing for self-love, how do they get that, how do they work on that, I always say the first thing is to build your self-confidence, no matter what means, no matter what that means to you, kasi iba-iba tayo. For me, I was able to build my self-confidence when I tuned into my body more. Then I realized that I feel good whenever I perform, whenever I'm on stage, whenever I do something. I feel good whenever I make my family feel good, when I make them smile, when I make them laugh, when I treat them or whatever. I also feel good when I think that I look pretty, that I look beautiful. That is what I am, that is what I use to get back to my power. So whenever I feel down and whatever, we're all in this earth, we're all in this plane, in this dimension, and it's a physical world, so it's impossible for us to always be high up and positive and everything. But the good thing is we can shift these things, we can alchemize things, we can work on everything actually. So pag gayon, whenever I get anxiety, what takes me to my power is when I embody, when I tap into this version of me that makes me confident. So I either dress up, I either treat myself to a workout, or sometimes I buy myself stuff, but I realize that it's really not for me. It's very temporary. When I realize things about myself, when I learn about myself, when I dive deeper into getting to know myself, I always tell my friends, my girlfriends who are working on their self-love, I always say, you have to love yourself the way you would want to love another person. I mean, I'm not saying that you should treat your men the way you want to be treated, okay? I'm not saying it that way. What I'm saying is that, how do we love another person? Diba? We get to know them. We want to know what they love, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. I don't know, pero ganun sa akin. I don't know if it's the same for you pala, but yeah, for me it's like that. So that is also what we should do with ourselves. If you want to love ourselves, we have to understand, what do we want, what makes us feel good, what doesn't make us feel good, what annoys us, yung mga ganong bagay. I realized when I studied, other people don't give a damn about what they look like, about their skin or their hair. Iba tayo ng pinagkukuhanan ng confidence. So anyway, so for me, for example, I feel like now, I feel like I have breakouts and everything. Uhugutin ko sa ibang bagay. When we're talking about physicality, I'll make sure that my hair is okay, looks nice, or I smell good, or I dress well. Ganyan. Kaya sometimes naman, when I feel like my outfit doesn't look so good or whatever, I make sure that my face or my hair looks good. Kaya parang binabawi ko, I'm balancing it out. But if in case totally talaga I don't look, or if ever it happens that I get out and I don't look good, I didn't do my skincare or my makeup or my hair or my outfit, kung lahat yun is wala, I will tap into yung my confidence in the way that I carry myself and the way that I make other people feel. Because when we know how to make other people feel good, when we make them feel good about themselves, when it's not always about you, when you know how to genuinely make other people feel good about themselves, about their lives, ganyan, you're automatically going to be magnetic because you attract that, you attract what you put out. So yun lang yung gusto kong i-share. And I'm actually trying to do this thing where pag meron akong naisip na i-share or sabihin, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it kasi sobrang dami kong naiisip or napag-aaralan and everything. Kapag aantayin ko pa, kasi sometimes I also sometimes tend to be more of a perfectionist. So parang gusto ko, I have this idea. Wait, I have to set up my studio. I have to set up everything. Ganyan.
And the Pilates studio.
I have to set up everything before I do something. And now I'm trying to do another thing. So, try natin kung magagawa ko to. So, now I just made sure that nakapaghilamos ako, nakapag-toothbrush ako, and I did a little bit of my skincare. Now, I'm showing up to you guys that I'm not putting on my makeup yet and everything, but I can be confident like this. Well, also maybe because I dressed well, but I usually am not confident when my nails are not perfect. Usually, ayoko ng ganito. But I'm doing it now because I'm tapping into these other parts of me, or I'm tapping into these other versions of me na confident in other areas. So, yeah. Oh, actually, may naka-beautify pa pala to. Naka-beautify pa pala tong ano. So, yeah, this is not the real deal, okay? But yeah, that's it. So, hindi ko alam kung na-put out ko ba talaga yung gusto kong sabihin, but basically, it's really to build and work on your confidence. And I'm actually thinking about working on something to offer you ladies out there who want to work on this and really tap into this power, because parang all my life I have been studying and working on this, also being a Leo rising. And yeah, also one thing, a bonus tip, if you are like me, nakatulong sa akin to build my confidence is, I told you nga, it's getting to know myself, but getting to know myself through astrology. So bata pa lang ako, I dove into it kasi I always felt misunderstood. But when I dove into astrology, little by little, I'm not an expert, I'm not an astrologist talaga, pero I love it. It has helped me so much build my self-confidence, my self-esteem, and really work on myself and know my strengths and weaknesses and embrace all these parts of me, light and shadow. So yun lang. Anyway, we are off now we're going out, and you are powerful as you are already. Even though you don't feel confident and whatever, it is already within you. It is inside of you. You are born magnetic. You just have to tap into it and realize it. So I hope you realize that in this video. Bye. If there's anything I think every girl should work on, if there is anything if there's one thing every girl should work on, yun tama.